Welcome, everybody. I'm the coach. Up next, another ultimate challenge on EA Sports. For this next challenge, you need to complete all the challenge goals to get the win. You can view the goals at any time from the pause menu. Now let's hand it off to Brandon and Charles as we jump straight into the action.
All right, Coach, thanks as always. We pick up this challenge in the fourth quarter with over 3 minutes left in the game. It's all tied up at 28, but you're just across midfield, and it's 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And Tate's got it. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a first down as well.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing now is Mahomes. He completes it to Tate. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. He's got his man. This is Tate. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Golden Tate, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So Jimmy Garoppolo and the offense down by 7. A minute 55 remaining. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Tillman. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. He looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Every yard they gain, getting them better and better field position, and obviously a field goal makes this a 2-score contest. That's really all they need.
And that means for your play caller, he's not looking to the attack portion of his sheet, right? He's looking for, okay, what do we have that's going to keep us in a good spot? No lost yardage plays. Let's kick a field goal, go up 2 scores. If we score a touchdown, great, but that's not what you're really playing for.
Can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Flush to it. Oh, no, lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control. And yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the two-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by an American hero, Pat Tillman. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and that'll bring up 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. One final try now for Garoppolo. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Pat Tillman. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. Nice job there getting the win. Next up, another challenge, of course.
The coach here, and welcome to this ultimate challenge. Sit back and relax. You're in for a real treat with this matchup. For this next challenge, you need to complete all the challenge goals to get the win. You can view the goals at any time from the pause menu. Let's get back to Brandon and Charles for the call.
Thank you, Coach. We jump into this challenge in the 3rd quarter with 4 minutes to go. You're down 2 scores, but your opponent has the ball deep in their own territory. 1st and long. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Mike Gesicki. Even 90 yards. And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by an American hero, Pat Tillman. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand. So
after the INT, here's Mahomes. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The end result, 21 yards. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. On first down, Mahomes. It's caught by Coleman. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Throwing again on second down. Mahomes, coverage that time by Bobby McCain.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
On third and long, it's Mahomes. And Pascal's got it. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Zach Pascal, 28 yards, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. So that drive spanned 5 plays. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken very short. Fights off the defender. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Pat Tillman. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Jay, 43, 15.
Always got some breathing room. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab as they have taken the lead.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 5. nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him. But he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by an American hero, Pat Tillman. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
But someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The open man is Shark. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now here's Mahomes, looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. But it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw, eluding the pressure right. That's into the hands of Pascal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
Badgley able to knock this one through, and that'll push the lead up to 8. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Fitzpatrick. And his throw is going to be incomplete. His tight end, Dwayne Allen, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Fitzpatrick. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So now let's look at this situation with no timeouts remaining. The offense should be able to just run the clock out.
I know that's what it says on my time management chart up here. And I know a lot of teams are hiring a time management coach who's going to sit in the box, talk to the head coach. And in this situation, if you do anything but take a knee in victory formation, then you're not playing the game right. This game should be over. Take the knee, hold on to the ball.
By the way, so impressive that you do have a time management chart up here.
Listen, you know I can't count. So I need it in a big way. We can't hire anyone to help us out, so hopefully I'm reading it correctly.
12 yards there as they move the chains.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more.
And all the way in for the touchdown. Tevin Coleman, 38 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Fitzpatrick set to lead this offense. Down by 15. A little under a minute to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Fitzpatrick. And his throw here is incomplete. Allen, the intended receiver, 3rd down here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Fitzpatrick. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Pat Tillman. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Well, hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free. Mahomes going to throw it here. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. There you have it, another challenge and another victory. Now remember, you can always replay challenges if you left any stars on the table.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. For this next challenge, you need to complete all the challenge goals to get the win. You can view the goals at any time from the pause menu.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. And some room to work. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. And they rattle off a big one. So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to 1st and goal. Mahomes now to throw. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. From 3 yards out, as his guys have now moved out in front. That, of course, all set up by the big run on the play prior. They took advantage right away with the touchdown throw.
And you mentioned advantage, probably taking advantage of their natural instinct after that previous play to be aggressive and rush towards the line of scrimmage. And instead, they were vulnerable to the pass.
Badgley on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football.
Darnold, he lost the football, and this is picked up by the defense. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked to...
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Austin Seferian-Jenkins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. A drive that time of 6 plays. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down
under pressure, and they got to him again. I don't think that was a blitz, was it?
No, not at all. I mean, there was no blitz called on the play. Had other responsibilities, but he saw an opportunity, saw a path, and he took it.
After the sack on first down, Darnold. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And here we go on fourth. Darnold, he's got Herndon, his tight end. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. Darnold completes it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Now it's Darnold. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing again is Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Here's Darnold to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Quincy Enunwa that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Here's Darnold. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And it looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Able to power through. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
All right, just go ahead and say it with me. That was
a mistake,
yeah,
for sure.
Without a doubt, because at some point, put your foot in the ground, get upfield, and get down protecting the ball. Don't go out of bounds, because when you go out of bounds, you're really just helping the defense.
Yeah, not to be too hyperbolic, but it's like giving the D an extra timeout, isn't it?
It certainly is. Gives them a chance to regroup, and it means you have to snap the ball an additional time, which always means the possibility of a mistake.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup. They're on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Going to give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that. We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
We certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by an American hero, Pat Tillman. He was looking for a moonwalk there.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To the air again, Darnold. Got an open man, it's a Nunwa. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in, touchdown, New York. Quincy Enunwa, 70 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little, too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
Extra point good by Catanzaro. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
Congratulations on yet another victory. Now you can go right to the next challenge if there's another one available, or return to challenges to receive your reward.
Welcome into this Madden Ultimate Team Showdown. I'm your host, the Coach. For this next challenge, you need to complete all the challenge goals to get the win. You can view the goals at any time from the pause menu. Let's join this one already in progress. Here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, we will begin this challenge in the third quarter with over 2 minutes remaining. You're trailing by 4. You've got possession in your own territory, and it's 3rd and 7. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Give the tackle there to Josh Norman. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Keenum. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And it's 3rd down. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Tillman. He was looking for Paul Richardson there.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive,
And it's caught. Touchdown. Zach Ertz there to make the grab. And now they have taken a 4th quarter lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now Keenum. And this one complete to Reed. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Redskins have taken the lead. So minutes after giving up the lead in the fourth quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down. Did you have a seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah. Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side, though, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here's the home side to take over on offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Seven yards there and a first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. That'll bring up 2nd down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. And he connects with Ertz. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. It's Coleman here. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken short. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Keenum and the Redskins. Down 27-24, 33 seconds to go. And they need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Keenum now to throw. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Back to throw. Caught on the right side, Reed. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. One final try now for Keenum. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And just like that, another ultimate challenge has been defeated. Savor the victory, if only for a moment, because you know there's always another challenge right around the corner.
Hey, folks, it's the coach here. Welcome back for another exciting matchup in Madden Ultimate Team. For this next challenge, you need to complete all the challenge goals to get the win. You can view the goals at any time from the pause menu. Taking you the rest of the way, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Brandon.
Coach, thanks as always. We start this challenge in the 3rd quarter with 90 seconds left. You're ahead by 4. Your opponent has driven into your territory. 2nd and long. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. A safety with a sack there, LaMarcus Joyner.
Not a blitz, but the guy who's normally the last line of defense recognized that he had a chance to get to the quarterback, and that's exactly what he did.
3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Here's Kevin Huber now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. He was good in the first half. He's been good still here so far in the 3rd quarter, Charles.
It almost feels like when you're watching all those drills that you know that they go through, all that extra practice, it's all coming together in this one, hasn't it?
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the fourth quarter. On third and long, it's Mahomes. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Nick Vigil in to drop him behind the line for a loss of a yard. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Mahomes now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And he's got room. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slow them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And touchdown! Tevin Coleman, 42 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. So they start this game just like they won. Opening drive touchdown, a nice run there to finish it off.
Yeah, that's what we call an explosive run because of the distance. And being able to do that, that puts a little uncertainty in the minds of your opponent.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken very short. Powerful running. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So now Dalton and the Bengals down by 11. A little under a minute 50 remaining. They need a touchdown with a 2-point conversion and a field goal in either order as they've got it first down. Throwing, Dalton under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sand. Clock running here under 90 seconds. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And the defense says they have it. Yes, they've got it.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one just...
Under pressure, they got him again. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. Throwing on 2nd and long. Dalton. Green brings it in. Space to maneuver at the 40.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. To try again after the sack. Dalton. And he's going to go down again. Need something for deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And that'll just about do it for us in this one. You've notched another win, and the next challenge awaits.
Hey, everybody, welcome. It's the coach with you here today for another edition of Madden Ultimate Team. For this next challenge, you need to complete all the challenge goals to get the win. You can view the goals at any time from the pause menu. Let's send it down to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis for the call.
Appreciate it, Coach. We jump into this challenge in the 3rd quarter with only a minute remaining. You're only down 3 points. You have possession at your opponent's 30. As we get set here, 1st and 10. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away as they have taken the lead. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
5 plays there on that drive. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Jackson on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. To throw again is Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts. And it's 2nd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Again, Jackson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by an American hero, Pat Tillman. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down by 11, a minute 52 to play. They need a touchdown with a 2-point conversion and a field goal in either order as they've got it first down. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Pat Tillman. And it's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, Coach.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. William Hayes, the pride of Winston-Salem State, coming in to drop him. And his throw is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 76 yards. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now, it'll be a two-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a two-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. On first down, Chubb able to get forward for about 4 as he's taken down. The tackle made by the corner, Jimmy Smith. And again, it's Chubb. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. So he got free at 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Matt Judon there to bring him down. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Well done. You've defeated this ultimate challenge. Now, if there are stars still available, you can always replay the challenge again. Otherwise, it's time to move on to the next one.
Hello there, it's the coach with you here today, and this is an ultimate challenge. For this next challenge, you need to complete all the challenge goals to get the win. You can view the goals at any time from the pause menu.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now it's Watson. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. It worked very well there for a first down.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. In 2018, Deshaun Watson had 5 fourth-quarter comebacks. Only Drew Brees of the Saints had more with 6. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab. And now the offense will look to convert on 3rd down.
What we got?
Watson on 3rd down. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's up to 7 for 7 now on this drive alone. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Watson on target here to Fuller. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. William Hayes able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. A line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense.
Here's Watson. This is caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So here is the home side to take over on offense. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now here's Mahomes. Safarian Jenkins has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 24 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 12-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. Badgley's kick is good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. Nicely done. Another one up, another one down. Keep grinding and keep racking up those wins.
Hey, folks, I'm your host, the coach. It's game time. It's Ultimate Team. It doesn't get any better than this. For this next challenge, you need to complete all the challenge goals to get the win. You can view the goals at any time from the pause menu. To finish this out, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thanks, Coach. For this challenge, we begin in the third quarter with over 3 minutes remaining. You're down 7. You have the ball inside your own 10. First and long. Past the 20. Touchdown! DJ Chark, an even 90 yards as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. So from back deep in their own territory all the way into the end zone, do you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down.
And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. LaMarcus Joyner. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Rivers now. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Rivers. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes or their athletic ability.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And this will be a touchdown. Jakeem Grant, 49 yards, as his guys have now moved out in front.
They really capitalized on that one, didn't they?
Yeah.
Short kick, and they brought it all the way back.
Yeah, you start thinking, wow, maybe he can take it to the 35, get us in great shape. Heck, he just took it the whole way.
Yeah, no sense stopping when they're not going to stop you. Take it all the way in.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that.
Sure. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And not a blitzer, but still able to get there from a strong safety position.
Yeah, I think that was a great example of what they call football IQ. Recognizing he was open, had a chance, and went ahead and got it.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems. And this qualifies as a big problem.
We play to win. Let's go.
So here is the home side to take over on offense. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown. Jakeem Grant. He scored on a punt return, and now he's scored through the air. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into the...
And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
He's got the first down inside the 10, and he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Badgley able to punch this one through. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. A first down throw here for Rivers. Got Gordon open, completes it. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Rivers on the money, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Rivers, Benjamin's got it. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. To throw again on second down. Rivers. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 37 yards. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it It was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. They'll run with Coleman on first down. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Right back to Coleman here on first down. He's got the first down inside the 10 and down to the 7-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Now a give right side, Coleman. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage, and time is going to expire in this football game. All right, you did it. You got the win. Congratulations. Keep that momentum going and tackle that next challenge.
I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. For this next challenge, you need to complete all the challenge goals to get the win. You can view the goals at any time from the pause menu. Now let's hand it off to Brandon and Charles as we jump straight into the action.
Coach, thanks as always. We start this challenge in the third quarter with 90 seconds left. You're down a field goal. You have possession on your own 30-yard line. 2nd and 7. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, How about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Mahomes to throw once more. He finds Coleman. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10, and that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes again, and he finds the tight end, Reed. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
He's got the first down inside the 10, and he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
It's a bit of a dangerous part of the field for them to break into their bag of tricks, but for a minute there, I thought it was going to set up perfectly for them. Instead, they don't get into the end zone, but they do pick up positive yardage.
So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert it? And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Patrick Mahomes taking it in as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
And touchdown and congratulations and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So Dak and the Cowboys Down 28-24, under 1:20 to go. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Now Prescott on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
On 1st down, it's Coleman. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Nice job there getting the win. Next up, another challenge, of course.
Hello, everyone. You're watching Ultimate Challenges, and I'm your host, the Coach. For this next challenge, you need to complete all the challenge goals to get the win. You can view the goals at any time from the pause menu. Let's get back to Brandon and Charles for the call.
Okay, Coach, we start this challenge off in the 4th quarter with 4 minutes left on the clock. We're all tied at 21. Your opponent has possession back on their own 15 as we get set here on 1st down. And the Steelers, they're ready to rock on 1st and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So he jumped as a safety. You might know a thing or two about that from your playing days.
Well, I remember creeping up near the line of scrimmage on certain blitzes or certain coverages. Never jumped off sides, though.
Not once?
Not once. I wish I had a few times. It would have stopped some of those plays I got toasted up on.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. LaMarcus Joyner. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now Roethlisberger. Washington's got it. And running with power here. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 88 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use...
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Xavier Grimble there to make the grab. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. On play action, it's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Bud Dupree, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Throwing now is Mahomes. Going up top. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's caught. Touchdown. DJ Chark, 36 yards. As they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
I know there's some time on the clock, but I still think you kick the extra point there and don't go for 2 and go for the win in that spot.
Yeah, time or no time, why not just take the 1 and even the score?
And then that way, no matter what, at least you know what you're dealing with now. It's a whole different strategy. You got to decide whether you're going to onside kick or just try and play defense and get the ball back.
This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. This remains a one-point game. The defense did their job. Now the offense here late, they just need to kind of hold on, seal this victory.
And the defense did it so well, didn't they? Didn't allow any points and got the ball back for their offense in order to close out this game. What a great feeling for both sides of the ball.
It'll be a better feeling if the offense can just seal this thing. We'll see if they can do it.
You're trying to say the defense doesn't want to go back out there again?
That's correct.
Okay.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here.
Hey folks, it's the coach here. Welcome back for another exciting matchup in Madden Ultimate Team. For this next challenge, you need to complete all the challenge goals to get the win. You can view the goals at any time from the pause menu. Let's join this one already in progress. Here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks as always. We pick up this challenge in the fourth quarter with over 3 minutes left in the game. You're trailing by 4. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, don't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
And a huge play that time. 48 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them a lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Here's Roethlisberger. That's into the hands of Pascal. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Zach Pascal, 27 yards. And his guys have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Could not have scripted it any better. And many offenses do script their opening possession on offense. They followed that one perfectly. Took the ball right downfield and scored, giving energy not just to the offensive unit, but to their team overall.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. Baker Mayfield as a rookie 3 times. He led the Browns back to victory in the 4th quarter. What can he do here in year number 2? Throwing, Mayfield. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Trying to get it to Landry there.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Now Roethlisberger. And it's caught. Touchdown. DJ Chark there to make the grab. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
It's never any fun, Brandon, when you're the defensive team and the first drive of the game, you give up a touchdown. The key is not to get down. Make those adjustments and come back for your next series with the intent of shutting them down.
So the drive there took 6 plays. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Time for this defense now to get back on the field. They're just hoping for more of the same. Last time they forced the punt that led to a score.
They flipped the field essentially, and that's what you want to do as a defense. Make sure that you put your offense in a great position to run their offense and put the ball in the end zone. That's exactly what they accomplished.
Well, they accomplished that last time. What will they accomplish this go-around? Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So here is the home side to take over on offense. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. There you have it, another challenge and another victory. Now remember, you can always replay challenges if you left any stars on the table.
Hello, and welcome to this Madden Ultimate Team Showdown. I'm your host, the Coach. For this next challenge, you need to complete all the challenge goals to get the win. You can view the goals at any time from the pause menu, taking you the rest of the way. Here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Brandon.
And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Looking long for his tight end read. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there. 51 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Mahomes firing complete. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. This is caught, and they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A gain there of 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look to grab a late lead. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
Able to knock this one through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. Well, it took a while to get anything on the scoreboard, but we finally have our first points of the contest.
So the question now becomes, can they make this one stand up? In the way that these defenses have played, those 3 points almost look like 30, don't they?
Yeah, those 3 points look like a miracle right now. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So Dak and the Cowboys down 3-0, 34 seconds to go. Now they need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Prescott throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, but it'll be 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Prescott to throw. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Congratulations on yet another victory. Now you can go right to the next challenge if there's another one available, or return to challenges to receive your reward.
Welcome, everybody. I'm the coach. Up next, another ultimate challenge on EA Sports. For this next challenge, you need to complete all the challenge goals to get the win. You can view the goals at any time from the pause menu. Let's send it.
All right, Coach, here's the situation for this challenge. We're in the fourth quarter, and there's only 90 seconds left in the game. You trail by a touchdown. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line. 1st and 10. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And what a big-time play there. 41 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Mahomes to throw. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And all the way in for the touchdown. DJ Chark, 34 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused, because they still have some work to do.
So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Darnold and the Jets now, down 15-14, a minute 13 to play. And they need about 35 yards to get in range for a winner as they come up on 1st down. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. He's back to throw. He's got Herndon, his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They'll look to throw. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn into a big gain.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Darnold. Looking sideline, incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Watch 80 82. Watch 82. He likes to see that.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon. And that'll make it third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Darnold. Caught here by Bell. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Call it a gain of 3. And it'll be 4th down.
6-man. Check girls, check girls.
And here we go on 4th. Darnold, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, possession switches hands. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
Yellow. I got you. I got you.
And just like that, another ultimate challenge has been defeated. Savor the victory, if only for a moment, because you know there's always another challenge right around the corner.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach with you here today for another edition of Madden Ultimate Team. For this next challenge, you need to complete all the challenge goals to get the win. You can view the goals at any time from the pause menu. To finish this out, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, we start this challenge off in the 4th quarter with 4 minutes left on the clock. The game is all tied up. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line, and it's 1st down. They go play fake. Mahomes. Open man right side is Sharp. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. That is caught inside the 5.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval as a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he's got it. And he will take it in for the touchdown from 4 yards out. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Now Garoppolo. And Matthews makes the ground. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
That's what I'm talking about.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Pettis hauling this in from Garoppolo. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball, as they'll talk it over here before what'll be an important 3rd down.
21, 180.
Garoppolo to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. Looking for the ends, and he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin there to make the grab, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes.
Love the excitement we've got going here. They just scored the touchdown. They're down by 1. How much fun is it now to figure out the possibilities? Kick the extra point and tie it. Go for 2 if they're really feeling in a gambling mood. What do you do in this situation?
I think you kick the PAT.
Yeah, I do too. Kick it, get my defense ready, and try and stop them one more time.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Here we go. Let's go, team. Gonna be a long day.
Now Garoppolo. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's throwing it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, 49 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
And there's the go-ahead touchdown. And so likely we'll kick an extra point. But to me, I'm looking forward. Special teams now with your kickoff. And then your defense, that's where the pressure shifts.
Yeah, because there's plenty of time left on that clock. Anytime you're over a minute in the NFL, there's a chance. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Patrick Mahomes in the offense. Down by 7, 57 seconds to go. They need a touchdown and the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep down, and that's caught inside the 35. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. To throw is Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. An excellent gain, 35 yards. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Mahomes going to throw, and this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
They're going to try and run for it. And he's going to get in for the 2 points. It was an incredibly gutsy call, but they've taken the lead by a point late in the game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. 1 to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And it's third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And that'll just about do it for us in this one. You've notched another win, and the next challenge awaits.
The coach here, and welcome to this ultimate challenge. Sit back and relax. You're in for a real treat with this matchup. For this next challenge, you need to complete all the challenge goals to get the win. You can view the goals at any time from the pause menu. Now let's hand it off to Brandon and Charles as we jump straight into the action.
Okay, Coach, we jump into this challenge for the good stuff in the 4th quarter, and we're already at the 2-minute warning. It's a tie game, 21-21. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line, 2nd and long. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. So the loss of a yard, and now 2nd and 11 from the 24-yard line. They will run again with Coleman.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. On third down, here's Coleman. They give him 12 yards and a first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
11 more on that one and another first down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Chewing a gain there. This one goes for 20. In the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Coleman. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. So here comes a very important kick now for Michael Badgley. This to almost certainly win the football game. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. The home crowd here absolutely loves it, as they should, getting the field goal in the closing moments and likely going to get out of here with a W.
A W, celebrations all around. How about how everyone's going to leave this stadium, right? And you know something? He probably makes more money than most of the 60,000 people here, but they're all willing to buy him dinner tonight, aren't they?
Oh, they don't care. He's a man of the people right now. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Flacco to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Jeff Hireman, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Flacco. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. One last gasp for Flacco. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Well done. You've defeated this ultimate challenge. Now, if there are stars still available, you can always replay the challenge again. Otherwise,
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. For this next challenge, you need to complete all the challenge goals to get the win. You can view the goals at any time from the pause menu. Let's get back to Brandon and Charles for the call.
Thank you, Coach. So for this challenge, we're in the fourth quarter with 3 minutes to go. You're leading by 6 points. Your opponent has the ball on their own 25 as we get set here on first down. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there for Indy. 43 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
The stretcher right there turned it into a really... And down he goes! They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Mack off the draw play. It's a gain of 7 on the ground, but they'll be faced with 3rd and long. Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it. Such little time remaining, and as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And still a little bit of time left, but the defense can't stop the clock, so 3 kneel downs should be enough to finish this one off. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Coleman. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Pierre Desir in on the stop. On 3rd down, it's Coleman. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Nicely done. Another one up, another one down. Keep grinding and keep racking up those wins.